from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen. He took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Ben Zobrist.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, we learned in spring training this is an organizational mission. To lead the league in walks, create constant pressure on the pitcher, drive his pitch count up, foul off that tough 2-strike pitch, find ways to create opportunities to score runs. This team is a nightmare for the opposing pitcher to deal with.
Coming to the plate now, Albert Almora. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And it's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
1 out, nobody on. Loop down towards short. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1-1 the count now. Almora, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
On a rope to the second baseman. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 1 for 5. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is McCutchen. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Almora rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Got to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Citizens Bank Park. It's 3-0 Chicago. Cole Hamels, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Leading off for the
Gene
Phillies,
Segura standing in. He
shortstop,
begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Zobrist has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
And now Bryce Harper. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Hamels is ready. Here's the 2-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
2 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. From the stretch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hoskins, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player. You could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Harper, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Digging in, Cole Hamels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Bases are empty, one man out. Skied into very shallow right. Harper has it in his sights, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting none.
Here's Jason Hayward now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Hernandez takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 3-0. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll take a look at ball one. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 17 home runs and 55 driven in. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. Franco is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is under it. He's got it one away. So with one away, we'll give you a look at the current standings, and it is crowded at the top as these guys trail by just a game entering play today. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Line drive to center field. Herrera is there now, and he has it. Two gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. On a line, that's a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Herrera on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. At the plate, JT Realmuto. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late.
JT Realmuto.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. The 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Into the box, Aaron Nola, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. Still without a home run and 8 runs batted in. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. takes this the other way to right. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The right fielder,
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Hamels comes set. Here's the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Harper bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Boy, frustrating from a pitcher standpoint right there. That swinging bunt, almost a perfect swinging bunt, made it field by the third baseman.
Yeah, grown man hit that ball, Dan. Without question, grown man hit that ball. I can't begin to tell you, though, how tough it is for a third baseman to come in, bare hand that off the grass, and be able to put a strong throw to first base.
Hey, what does it feel like when you get to first after one of those swinging bunt knocks?
Oh, man, get you some.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. From the stretch, the 1-2. Fastball well outside. No luck at third. Segura over at second. Harper on at first with 2 down. A swing and a foul tip, but held onto behind the plate, and they're going to get out of danger here as the strikeout will end the inning. Phillies leave them loaded. Still down 3-0. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning.
Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Liner toward right center, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The throw into second. but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Hamels, and their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Now
anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Herrera moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
The second baseman.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Harper is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Cubs lead it 4-0. Digging in, Andrew McCutchen, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw into second, and the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera fouled off. First time up, he went down looking. Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Shoots this one over to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Oh, and Hayward shoots off the cannon. He is out at home plate. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
The third baseman, number 7.
So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the third baseman, Michael Franco. Here comes the first pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies go down quietly there. They're down 4-0. Ready once again, Albert Almora. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He'll get it into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. No balls and a strike to count. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third. And, oh, what do you know? Knock for yourself.
Into the box now, Javier Baez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fool him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
So 1 out here with runners at first and third. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Here comes the first pitch. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 25 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He swings and grounds it to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Ready for another shot now. Paul Hamels. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Four runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Middle of the night here in Pennsylvania. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Realmuto, a former Miami Marlin. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Nick Williams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies, number 5, Nick Williams.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
The 0-2 home. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he fouls this one off. Two balls, two strikes to Nick Williams. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seemed to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Set. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, still 8-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. David Robertson is going to get the call in something of a surprising move here as they're bringing in their closer in the 6th inning.
Robertson.
The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Jason Hayward.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Out to short for Segura. Reined in. And he'll get in there safely. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
The call safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next is Albert Almora. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner. Foul. Liner toward right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
In now, Chris Bryant, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Almora at second with 2 down. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one. And I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
That's popped up. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Bryant camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Stepping up now, Michael Franco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now he had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. Got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2. And this one gets away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2 and 2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
The 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Robertson pauses. Here's the first pitch. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
The first baseman, number 44.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there at the knees, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The next 0-2. Lifted in the air to center. Pereira is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order as the lead holds at 8-0. Andrew Knapp is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Andrew
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's fouled away. Now aboard here at first with nobody out. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Three-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Now batting.
Sliding into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Stepping in, Bryce Harper, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Low for ball 1. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The 1-1 home. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 1-2. is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Here now the 2-2. This is line to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Segura is on his way home. And the runner is in from second. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now an 8-2 game.
The left fielder, number 22.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
There's Joe Maddon up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Tony Barnett takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 33, Tony Barnett. Now playing left field and batting 8th, number 13, David Bodie.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Almora. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 11 for him on the season, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
The batter, the center fielder, Odubel.
In now, Odubel Herrera, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies 4. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. First pitch on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Dominguez is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Now
what's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, David Bodie, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Hayward will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. He'll see what he can do leading off the homemade.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
2-0 count, the pitch. Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. Looking up is Contreras. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot here for Micah Franco. Number 23 for him thus far, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy. And this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow.
Brandon Morrow.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Scott Kingery will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 4, Scott Kingery.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 home. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. In now, Gene Segura. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's just 1 for 6. First offering on its way. Right there for strike 1. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Now this gets all the way to the wall, and he is into second with a 2-out double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
So striding in, Cesar Hernandez. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. First pitch coming. Here it is. This ball will be chopped foul. Segura stands at second with 2 gone. Working for the punch out and the offering. And another foul ball. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. But the Phils draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. On to the 9th inning now from Citizens Bank Park. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies 5. Pat Neshek enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Neshek.
Ready now, Ben Zobrist. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Ben Zobrist.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And he is in there.
Well, there's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. None out, runners at first and second. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scooped up. Segura for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Standing in now, Javier Baez, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Popped him up. Hoskins is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies 5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Strop comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 4th spot, number 46, Pedro Strop. Now playing shortstop and batting 5th.
Coming to the plate
number
now,
3,
Bryce Harper. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's 1-for-4. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. The 1-0. And this will be fouled away. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces,
Now
everyone on the team can
baseman.
kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here comes the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almora is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Digging in now, Andrew McCutcheon, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it.
Well, and he has some trouble with it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's 1 for 3. First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. McCutcheon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cole Hamels in line for the victory, showed the lead hold. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward to the track. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it's now an 8-7 ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. Dero, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. The missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Michael Franco checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth.
Now
you put
batting,
yourself in a
catcher,
position to be the tying
catching.
run. Now you have your
Real
boy coming up
good
behind
job.
you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happening.
In now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Carl Edwards Jr. takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Carl Edwards Jr.
Aaron Altair will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he takes ball one. In his career, Altair is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-0. And he falls behind now 2-0. Altair stands at an impressive 6'5". Swings the bat and throws right-handed. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but the grind.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Game over. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
And the Phillies offensively here tonight were led by the exploits of this man, Andrew McCutchen. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. Philadelphia get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Pat Neshek gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs, 17 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies broke up their 5-game losing skid as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 10-8. Jason Vargas got the win, number 7 thus far, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 6-5. The Marlins snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-1. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 2-1. The Brewers racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 8-5. The Arizona Diamondbacks hit 3 long balls as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-1. The Tampa Bay Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-1. The Oakland Athletics had 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-2. The Texas Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they blew out the Jays 7-1. The Bronx Bombers swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 10-2. The White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros 6-4. Bradley Zimmer was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, helping the Tribe past the Red Sox 5-3. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-3. The Cardinals completed a short 2-game sweep as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-2. The Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 3-0. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.